Tenno rehabilitation stream, weekly stream, every Sunday that you can catch here at 5 o'clock. And I'm Ultra Silver 2 and joined here by the one and only, insert name here.
Hi everybody, Lord Dark right here. Sorry I haven't been streaming the last couple weeks. First I had to fix some serious audio issues with my gameplay. And then second I had to get over the flu. That was a lovely time.
Yeah, nobody likes the flu. Any
Probably would help
particular
if I clicked on the app.
Yeah, pressing that live button would probably help.
Oh no, I was live. I just forgot to click back onto Warframe.
Oh, yeah. Can't really make anything work if it's not your active window.
But if you want more regular Warframe content, go ahead and check out Ultra Silver's channel. Ultra Silver 2.
Yep. That's me.
He uploads much more regularly than I do.
I try. I haven't really uploaded in the past 2 weeks because of issues. But that's behind us now. Moving forward, bright futures, 2026, all that good stuff.
Yeah. If you're expecting more story, sorry folks, today's going to be yet another filler episode.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're doing, but it will be
probably going to be picking up rocks.
It will be canon filler.
Yes. I realize I should have more explosive stuff. So let me get explosives. Because we're going to be going to the Cambrian Drift on Deimos and looking for rocks. And also leveling up my Magnus and his... I don't know. Have you applied a forma to your Valkyr?
I don't actually remember if I did so.
It would probably be wise. That we can actually take advantage of applying more experience to it, and you can fit more mods onto it.
I already forgot. How does one apply forma?
You go to the thing you're trying to apply the forma to, like your Valkyr, and you press triangle to open up the upgrades, and then you press R3 or go to actions, and it should give you that option for polarization.
Ah, yes.
Probably.
So, I have forma, umbra forma, and omniforma.
A normal forma should be fine. Just be sure to match the polarity of what's going to have the highest drain. It's usually going to be Matter Eye for a Valkyr, or maybe Viserion if you want to have a bunch of defensive stuff on it.
Okay.
Gunslinger. Torrent, Magnet Force. Hornet Strike.
All right. Forma has been applied.
Cool. So your Warframe should go back down to rank 0, or I guess your mastery rank is like 9, isn't it?
Yep. Valkyr is now unranked.
Yeah. Since I'm focusing on my pistol, I'm going to go ahead and get my Gunslinger Warframe. And doesn't she have a bonus if I don't have a melee? Passive. Oh, bonus health without melee. I think I want the maneuverability. But, I'll try it out. See how well it works. Oh, this should definitely be upgraded. Chamber. No shot. I hardly ever use shotguns.
To be fair, shotguns in this game do kind of suck.
I think it's like the high maneuverability that Warframes have. And like you're not often in like close quarters trying to like round corners and take people out.
Yeah, it feels like shotguns were an afterthought.
Well, I feel like it's not that they were an afterthought. They were probably well balanced for like 1.0 before they really increased the maneuverability.
I.e.,
But
they were an afterthought. They said Space Ninja cool, shotgun not cool.
it was
Why
more
a
like
just
a early
shotgun when
thought.
ninjas don't use them?
I don't know. I mean, you can have silent shotguns in this game. Killing reload. Yes. Oh, damn! I already had a maxed out blaze. Ruh-roh. Gathering Inferno.
I take it Lopunny is not joining us this week.
No, she is. Oh, maybe. Just not immediately. Scattered Inferno.
Oh, and some of you in the audience may notice that my orbiter looks a little different.
Upgrades,
Silver
people.
finally showed me
Upgrades.
how to actually decorate the inside, so now it matches the outside. I have a
Yeah.
brand to uphold.
I still stand by. Oh, and I started watching the Neon Genesis Evangelion movies, which are wild unto themselves. The
Yeah.
the Amazon dub is not great. I hear the Netflix dub is better, which it's weird that there'd be multiple, but come see, come saw. Um, but it's the first movie. It like really tries to rush through the show, and then up until the second movie is where they introduce Asuka and things start to veer off from the show, and like it has better pacing for that. But then things just keep getting weirder and weirder. But in the process of me watching that show, I was like, you know what? These Avas are legitimately purple, or the Unit 1 is legitimately purple, and you tend to lean more into blue. Maybe indigo, but absolutely not the purple that Unit
It's
1
violet.
uses. Violet, purple, but
I went for a very saturated dark violet color.
I mean, from your
And
point of
then I
view, but
can't
it
really.
definitely looks indigo on my side.
Oh no, you're not wrong. It does look pretty indigo, but again, that's a limitation of the color palette that I have available to me.
I don't want.
Because when I was because some of the Warframes, the colors look really, really good and it pops.
Mm-hmm.
And other ones, it's like it doesn't quite match up with what it's supposed to be. Like I could select the purple on one, or in the case of the landing craft here, select purple for the walkways, but it ends up being blue.
Yeah, they've got a whole lighting engine behind it, but I guess I need to be
Um,
gifting you more purple palettes.
yeah, no. I normally I'm not a purple and green kind of person, but I really just like Avo Unit 1's entire color scheme. It just I don't know. It hits different.
I don't normally run with higher fire rate weapons, but I'll do that for the Vahek.
And nobody who is
Oh,
nobody.
should probably go through what Nora wants us to do.
Nora's got the goods for one lucky
Doesn't she
dream.
usually just want us to
Who's
do
it
the
gonna
same
be?
thing every week?
Not identically. Like we need to
Invited
claim
from
something from the foundry.
Well, I need to forge something from the foundry, and that would
And
have
we're
to wait
out.
for at least
You don't have something just
kill 150 enemies with cold damage.
uh-huh.
Bullet jump 150 times. Well, that'll be easy.
Yeah.
Collect
Hey,
10
dreamers.
Voam or
We are up
fast
and ready
residue
to
in the Cambrian Drift.
Well, that lines up with what we're going to be doing.
Complete 3 sorties for the Elite Weekly.
That's not happening today.
Back blocked. And Xmas Eliminator, that's just always there.
Yeah.
Mission complete 13. Complete 15 missions.
I should have known.
Kill 500 enemies. Not a warning. Yeah, it's pretty much the same stuff she usually asks.
Yeah, she doesn't normally ask to get things from the foundry. Wait, Frigid Blast.
Well, I said mostly.
Oh yeah, but that's what we're looking for. It's the distinction between.
Okay, let's see. What do I got that's relatively cheap to make?
And something you can finish within a couple of minutes, like a Dragon Key. Those take a minute.
Let's just make 10 ciphers.
That'll work.
10 ciphers.
I've invited you to my group because you don't currently have one.
What can we do to help your
So
journey?
how are you enjoying the book that I lent you?
I realized that I had read a book more recently than One Fish, Two Fish,
An honor.
but that would be the Bronze Dragon Codex from like 2008. But I'm like running into the issue where I am taking in a lot of information and it is letting my brain kind of like contemplate what these things are, what these words mean, and how they mean them in those ways. And then I'm like trying to process how everything fits together, and then I get sidetracked. My eyes are scanning. I am not actually reading. Go back, and then I read the same sentence 3 times over.
There's a glossary in the back for all of the definitions, pronunciations, etc.
Yeah, but I don't want to read a dictionary before reading the book.
It's not a dictionary. It's like a handful of words, and then it's like, okay, I now have the full picture of what it means.
Yeah.
Although, in my case, I did watch the first season of the show before reading the book.
I think I'll
I
do it
can
in the
honestly
opposite
say the
order.
show is terrible, but the show did help me with reading the book in one regard. And it was definitely knowing how to pronounce words and understanding what they mean.
But like that being said, against my ADHD brain, books just do not work. I mean, like fully textbooks. If it's like graphic novels, I can do those just fine because like I can get a much broader picture with like the scene being laid out there. And if I'm imagining the scene, there's so much more of a margin of error that gets in the way of the pacing of a written book. So I have not gotten to chapter 1 yet. I'm just in the epilogue thing there. But I've also had a bunch of other stuff going on that keeps me from doing everything I want to be doing.
Well, against my better judgment, I must recommend that you watch at least watch season 1 of the show. It'll help.
Well, I'm sure, if I read a book from a universe I'm more experienced with, and I can have a lot more, like applying the visual I have from like a Star Wars movie or a Star Wars book. If they say go to Coruscant, I have 2 or 3 movies to go off of. It's like, this is what this is supposed to look like, and then I can process things better on from there. But
True. I think there's also graphic novel versions out there, but I'm not 100% certain on where one would find them.
you say that you're modeled after that, Ava, but those yellow lights are really imposing onto your
Oh,
character.
this is the only one that has this level of lighting.
Yeah, I know. But
My
also,
Excalibur doesn't look like this.
I'm pretty certain it's nighttime, and, well, the equivalent of nighttime on this asteroid. And, also, it's dark. I think this is maybe the wrong turn. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's right. They're not synchronized. There should be a bunch of, things you could be mining here. That you'll absolutely be needing.
Also looking for a red glowy line, or am I looking for a different colored glowy line?
Red and blue are the colors here.
Okay.
I guess orange, not red. It's orange and...
Oh, I see. It's the yellow splotches.
Uh-huh. Because everything's organic and harder to see. Why did those go to
Can I
the
just
same
say that
thing?
the Orokin were weird for the way they modified planets?
This was not intentional.
I mean, yeah, it's contested, but still.
There is materials ahead of me. Themica? If a picture's worth 1,000 words, that means I need to read 10 words worth of like 10.1 words worth of images in order to get a full image. I'll pretend like that made sense after the fact.
Like, you know my stance on like movie and TV adaptations of books and stuff. Normally, I don't have a problem with them.
Yeah.
'Cause usually it's like, okay, they cut out like X scene here because like it made the movie flow better, or it made the TV show.
Or they made Hermione pretty because that's gonna make for a better thing. It is daytime.
Yeah, makes for better marketing and so forth. But when I watched after I read the first book, Wheel of Time, and then watched the show, after watching the show, my God, it made me hate the show so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I say they butchered it, they butcher it.
Another
the
thing,
changes they make, half of them don't even make sense, like within the context of the story.
another thing that came to mind was I suspect that it's not going to have another chance to be adapted because the first adaptation did so poorly, and it's just not going to get the audience it deserves. What kind of investment in my time in this book is going to be redeemed, you know? Because, like, this universe isn't going to be paid off with future benefits. I'm just going to have the enjoyment I get from the book. And I'm already kind of aggravated by other properties that, like certain webcomics I've read, that aren't going to be adapted and given the respect that they deserve.
Good work. That tranquilizer will stop
I
the
just realized I
infestation in
forgot
its
to equip
tracks.
myself for
Bring the
fighting the
specimen to
infested.
me, and we can decide what happens next.
Oh.
There's two life forms on this planet.
The infested in this open world area alone have different weaknesses. They are weak to blast weaponry. So that's what I was doing at the beginning of mine. Probably should have mentioned it. Oop, thought I could. So yeah, big open world.
So, I wouldn't say that the show did poorly. It did get 3 seasons, which is and unlike Rings of Power, it wasn't like, oh, just handed the king's keys to the kingdom and told, hey, you're guaranteed 3 seasons. They were only guaranteed the first season, and then they got greenlit for 2 more.
Where did it initially show up? Was it Apple TV?
It's Amazon. Yeah, and Amazon has a habit of like in Rings of Power, they were like, yeah, you're guaranteed 2 seasons right out the gate, and then they were like, now we're gonna renew you for a 3rd one before the results of season 1 are out.
Bravo! Annihilate that life form.
But with Wheel of Time,
Obliterate any
they
morsel of data we might
only
glean
guaranteed
from
them the first season, and then gave them 2 more. So it wasn't technically a failure so much as a declining viewership after the first 2 seasons.
Okay. I don't know why I thought there was only 1 season.
Little
It's 'cause that's the
overzealous
only
there,
one I
Tenno.
watched.
You were not supposed to massacre it.
But yeah, honestly, you could probably just read, like, if you wanted to get invested, the first 3 books, I think, are probably going to be the ones that are the most, like, investment heavy. After that, it's like, how to put it? It's the type of plot where word I'm looking for. Even though there's like way more books in the series, the main plot that starts in the first one, I'm pretty sure concludes in the 3rd book.
Yeah.
Because without spoilers, like the first book's whole
This one's an adult. Deimos
Well,
isn't
whole
about to
story
run out
arc
of these
is-
anytime soon. Fully grown.
it involves the protagonist being a reluctant hero throughout most of it.
As any good hero's journey starts.
And he kind of stays the reluctant hero throughout, even after the climax. I'm not going to spoil why he stays reluctant. It is interesting.
I mean, is it fair to say he didn't sign up for this shit?
Pretty fair, yeah. Neither he nor any of his friends really signed up for it. They just kind of... Basically, this universe's Gandalf stand-in just kind of shows up and is like, yeah, the Dark One is after you. I don't know which one of you they're after, but they're after you.
I mean, typical.
And now you must come with me if you want to live. And they're like, what?
Typical Gandalf stand-in behavior.
Oh, who killed all the fish?
I have powerful farts. Is that Mother?
What?
Mother snoring? 'Cause I'm not waking her up.
Yeah, she'll just give us busy work.
I mean, her
Also, I could've
tokens
swore
are
she
going to be
was-
useful.
I could have swore she was, confined to their little fortress.
She is confined to the network of that thing. I think she can, like, move her consciousness between them. Why can't I... Yeah, come on.
Oh, okay, so multiple bodies unconscious.
Or maybe it's one body that can, like, worm its way through, like, a starfish kind of thing? I don't know. How do you explain it? Imagine an octopus sock.
I don't like where this conversation is going. I think we should stop.
Like, I cannot get this thing off. Alright. I have no melee. Alright. It's dead.
I appreciate how much your kind enjoyed bathing in spilled ichor and viscera, but I specifically asked for the life form to be sedated.
I think this volume.
I will
probably
say,
needs to come down a little bit.
Gandalf, at the very least, when he comes in and is like, yeah, the Dark Lord's looking for you and the thing that you hold. Like, at least he gave Frodo most of the details he needed to know before sending him off to Mordor. Like, technically, he's not looking for you specifically, but he's looking for the thing
I've got
that,
a nice
that your uncle
clump of
left,
ganglions
left
for
to
this
you.
little one.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely be getting further into it in the coming weeks.
Yeah, it is a hefty read. First one is a hefty read. The second two books are much shorter in comparison.
I guess that you don't need to do so much exposition.
Yeah, because like if you read the first one, you already know all the details of what's going on, the state of the world, all that other stuff. Oh. And I have no idea where you disappeared to.
I'm in the same spot. You left.
No, you went off in a different direction, and now I'm trying to figure out where the heck you went to.
I'm still in the same river as before. Do you like spearfishing flying fish?
It's a little easier to hit them, yeah. When they spawn in, anyway. And don't instantly get got by whatever the heck it is you shot earlier.
That was a AoE from my weapon. It just goes off every time I get 1,000 affinity.
Yeah, no. One of the more interesting things about Wheel of Time, though, is they don't outright state it, but it's heavily implied that it's supposed to be our world in the very distant future.
Another Adventure Time, huh?
Yes and no.
I was teasing.
They do, like, the things that they say in the first book to imply it, are far and few between.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, as you read it, you begin to think, well, wait a minute. What they're describing sounds an awful lot like skyscrapers and flying cars.
This one's an adult.
Sounds like a spoiler to me.
it doesn't really hold much in terms of actual plot relevance.
Yeah, but it's still a nice discovery I would have made.
And they keep the descriptions vague enough that it's like, well, maybe not.
Alternatively, you said that you recently watched a trailer for the new He-Man movie.
Yeah. I have some thoughts on it.
Such as the casting.
Not sure why anybody would continue to go with Jared Leto for any character in any movie.
I mean, the craziness brings a certain air to it, wouldn't it?
I mean, considering the last few movies he's been in were literal bombs at the box office that didn't even make their budget back. He seems a bit risky of an investment to go with.
I don't know the box office for Tron Ares. Did that do poorly?
Very. I think it officially killed the Tron franchise once and for all. Which is saying something, because Tron was already on life support.
I thought Tron Legacy at least looked good.
I appreciate how much your kind enjoyed bathing in spilled ichor and viscera.
I mean, Legacy was
but I
interesting.
specifically asked for the life form to be sedated.
Not interesting enough for me to go to see it in theaters, but it was interesting nonetheless.
Who did you kill over here? Oh,
Dude,
must have been that guy.
Yeah, this purple thing.
No, this thing. That guy needs to be saved.
What?
You need to get a tranquilizer for the guy I marked.
I don't have a tranquilizer.
You don't have a tranquilizer.
Not to my knowledge.
Well, I guess we need to go grab one then.
Fully grown. A septic cryptolex. I confess, I'm deeply fond of these obnoxious little pests.
Outside of Jared Leto being Skeletor, which
As far as that, everything else goes, I'm fine with the casting that they went with.
the main guy looked
From
like a
the other
generic
characters.
white blonde guy who could look good with muscles.
Yeah. My biggest concern is, why did they decide to set so much sea on Earth? Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, Earth is a part of the He-Man mythology, but it's not a
Cheaper set, I guess. Or maybe it's for people unfamiliar with the franchise to have a better foothold for familiarity.
Because, I mean, they did that with the last time they made a He-Man movie back in the 80s. With Dolph Lundgren. I think I pronounced that correctly.
I also don't know how to pronounce his name.
Which, again, that one, at least for He-Man himself, the casting was pretty spot on. Generic blonde muscle man.
If he can fit inside the mold that's supposed to be used for every character, then he good casting to me.
But that movie also did the whole, like, oh, we're gonna, like, spend 2/3 of the movie on Earth with them not understanding a single thing about how Earth works, and it's just like, that's not what the children yearned for.
The children yearn for the fantasy worlds. They yearn for the minds.
I mean, who knows? It might literally just be the first, like, 10 minutes of the movie takes place on Earth, and then it's, like, off to Eternia.
I mean, that would be good, but I'd sooner place my bet at 30 minutes. Now, who's gonna sell you a tranquilizer gun? That'd be Sun over here. Right? We're gonna have to go off world.
Deimos is unfolding before us like a puzzle box.
Where did you disappear
I
to?
must have more samples.
Yeah, it's over here. It's only 500 standing.
Bye for
Um,
now, you
I am-
shiny thing.
It should be on your map, but it should be the dog footprint thing. Or if you press down on your D-pad, you can open up the wheel and fast travel to sun. Why is everybody sleep? Oh. Did you go inside?
Yeah, I can to sun.
Oh. I do not see you. Interesting little desync happening between us. If you don't have any standing now, then you can probably turn in some of your tags to get some standing.
Poor Kaylee
Capture
thinks
Deimos
this
wildlife.
family may yet have a future. Monotony is bearable. Hope? That'll kill you.
I just see what looks like a bunch
Indeed.
of generic missions.
Missions?
Investigate predator prey dynamics. Rod and reserve gene bank. Tag and tag Deimos fauna. But I do not see a shop.
Oh yeah, those are they're like gray things with the yellow and blue. Those are tokens. And he will give you 1, 2, 3, or 4 tokens depending on what you can give tags for.
The Atmos pulsing today, friend. Just smell those pheromones.
And then
Well,
Bring
how
me
do
back
I
a little
buy
something. What do you say?
tranquilizers?
And then once you to get the tranquilizer itself, you go to browse wares, and it should be there
I
for
see.
500 standing. But if you don't have standing,
As you wish.
then you'll have to get a tag and then trade that into grandmother.
Drink rifle. Oh. I need standing. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, what did we just get? Burrowing Cryptolex tags. I don't think we have any Velocipods recently. Velocipods, Amethyst Nexifera, Septic Cryptolex, Uncommon, have a K. Lots of words.
Yeah, circling back to before. I just
See
think
you
it's
around.
I just think it's interesting that the studio making the He-Man movie went with the original like 80s aesthetic for the character.
Yeah, but that's also the most. That's like the
Like when
core
most
source.
reboots would have gone for like a modernized design.
I mean, it's still modernized to an extent, but it's like it's a happy medium. You're getting it's a little bit more authentic that way. Oh, there you are. You maybe you have some other tokens from completing things. So let's go to grandmother, who's going to be over here. Or the second to last thing on the fast travel wheel. And
We
trade tokens
are
for Entrati
shall we?
standing. Yeah, you should have plenty of mother tokens or son tokens by now.
As you wish.
To be
Always
fair, I
nice
haven't
see
been
you.
back to this
Do
planet
stop by
since
again.
doing the story mission for it.
I mean, considering you only need 500 standing,
Grandor, go on, dear.
that's like 5 mother tokens.
Oh well, can't scurry back quick.
I think you earn them like 12 at a time.
So bounties then.
No, you go to grandmother,
Oh,
which is going to be the second to last option on the fast travel wheel. Or you can walk over here. You
talking to the grandmother now.
oh, okay. I'm wondering why you're
So,
just standing there. Out.
which option?
The option should be trade tokens for intrati standing.
Let's you and I have a chinwag.
And do you have at least 5 mother tokens?
I have 1 universal medallion. Or
I would-
26 universal medallion.
Yeah, I would not use the universal ones. You don't have any mother, father, son, Otak,
Nope, I
daughters?
do not.
Alright.
May goodbye, dear. I'll see what else I can unearth for you.
I guess we can do a bounty and earn some of mother's tokens first. Or I think it's a little bit faster to do the son's tokens. Just need to find the wildlife.
I don't know, man.
Oh, you
I-
can't do that
Yeah,
because you don't have the
Very solitary
thing.
until you return.
Yeah, let's just do a bounty. Bounty.
There's so much to be done here on Deimos.
15 for
I
science.
do appreciate one who is not afraid of a little work.
That's gonna get you plenty.
Unsurprisingly, you are not our only guest. A stranded Corpus agent, Latrox Un, has run into difficulties amid the Grey Strain. Latrox is useful at times. Kindly see if you can help him at all.
So, the more I stew on it, the more I'm really not certain Star Wars is ever really going to make a comeback in terms of popularity.
Now that Dave Filoni's in charge?
Cornered by infested, and my locator is it's been eaten. I'm in the direst
While I think
need
Dave
of
Filoni is
assistance.
great for writing like smaller stories,
I
I don't think he has much in terms of like ability to plan and make a bigger, grander universe without there first being someone else's framework to build off of. Because when you think about it, all the really good things he's known for doing, like the 3D Clone Wars and Bad Batch and all that,
Mm-hmm.
it's like all of that was created off of the basic framework that is George Lucas's prequel trilogy.
Yeah, but Clone Wars also
But now
has.
he doesn't have any for Disney.
Prevent any infested from interfering with it.
Now for Disney's corporate ladder,
Mhm.
they don't have any real source material to work off of, and whenever they do bring any of that old material back, it's never the way it was originally planned or intended.
Yeah, but you would never really want it to be, because like, if you have more than one person thinking about something, you can always have a better thought. You can also have worse thoughts, so there's that, but
90% of the time, it ends up being worse thought.
I think you're looking at it through the wrong lens. I cannot.
Filoni approved how they use Thrawn. Let that sink in.
Filoni approved what?
how they used Thrawn in Rebels and the Ahsoka series, and in both scenarios they turned a character who's supposed to be a threat because of his like Sherlock Holmes level intelligence and deductive reasoning skills, and they made him an idiot and had him make decisions that no rational commander would ever make. Not even like a, oh, you know, it comes from a place of arrogance kind of thing. Just straight up, he made like baffling, irrational decisions. And then they tried to frame it like, oh, well, he's actually a master tactician who's just probing the enemy to see how they'll respond.
Turn that volume down a little bit.
Also, where'd you go?
Just around the corner.
Like, yes, it's totally acceptable that we lost the super experimental fighter craft that the Empire invested like an untold number of credits into. That would have been super useful for helping us defend the biggest investment the Empire's ever made. Years late, not even like a year afterwards.
Oh, tough luck. You can't finish the mission now, so there'll be no cake for anyone. Frowny face.
Huh.
What just happened?
We failed.
Okay.
Let's try that
Back to the
again.
drawing board then, I guess.
Nah, I guess. I'm gonna just try to do the same thing.
Yes, there are bounties, if you have the interest.
Up. The vote's up.
Over the years,
But yeah,
many
nah,
expeditions of both Grenier and Corpus have become trapped
I
on
think
Denis.
Dave Filoni will be
Caches
better
of
than Kathleen
resources
Kennedy,
left
but
behind by the
I
survivors
also
still
just feel like the
dot
damage has
surface.
been done.
See what you can find and bring back.
And
Lloyd will show you where to look.
I have a feeling that Disney's going to tell him that he has to put all these like unfinished projects that they were working on before she left out
Time to make some
into
new
production.
friends. Best brush your teeth. Wait,
Um,
do you even
And I have a
teeth?
feeling it's just going to do more
We
brain
call
damage.
this a purifier. Once
Likely,
powered up, it
but,
establishes a harmonic with local fauna.
I think that Dave
Then we
Filoni did
extract
good work
data.
whenever it came to the Mandalorian, which he was one of the lead writers for, and for Bad Batch and the Clone Wars, especially the Mandalore parts, which were completely unexplored by George. George basically had like, all right, there's a planet, they don't like Jedi, and Boba Fett and Jango Fett are from there.
I wouldn't chalk that one up to Filoni because there were other writers
Keep
who
the
explored
motel
that
infested at bay while the purifier does its
aspect of
work.
Star Wars long before Filoni was hired on. Filoni was again working off of other people's framework,
Yeah, but it's like all of Disney.
and he pretty much stuck to that framework. The only thing he changed was adding Death Watch and their bigoted approach to anybody who wasn't a natural-born native Mandalorian.
Yeah, but that's still an
The
adaptation
decanonization.
of because like it's changing from one medium to another. I don't know. Maybe I need to read the books that a lot of this is based off of.
KOTOR is another good one to go off of. That's
Yeah.
where they really started exploring Mandalorian culture and society.
That's definitely on my playlist. I have it added to my library. Where is
Well, that was less than ideal, wasn't it? Mission failed.
did they
Okay,
destroy
we're
it?
supposed to protect. Yeah, they did.
Okay.
We're supposed to protect this thing, But like, holy crap. The number of enemies that just surround it, it's overwhelming. I cannot overtake them all.
Alright, I'll play defense and you play offense.
Yeah, but I think Filoni works well as a
You
as
are
a
here
writer
to assist.
within another framework, or a pre-existing framework for stories.
Over the years, many expeditions of both Grineer and Corpus have become trapped on Deimos. Caches of resources left behind by the survivors still dot the surface.
I don't know
See
how
what you
he'd
can
do as
find
the
and bring
head
back.
of the company.
Lloyd will show you where to look.
Scan logs have registered a
Especially
substantial
since
cache
Disney
of
still
lost
technically gets
resources in
final
the
say and
We
everything.
call this a purifier.
Or at least you would
Once
think
powered
that they
up,
would
it
get final say,
establishes
but
a
they
harmonic
just let
with
Kathleen
local
Kennedy do
fauna
whatever she
in
wanted
order
with
to
it,
extract data.
apparently.
Excuse me.
Wait a minute, I have an arc. Stupid me trying to wall jump up a cliff when I could just fly.
Alright,
Like I said, I
You-
hope that I hope that in the long run, Dave Filoni proves me wrong. I hope that Disney backtracks and finally decanonizes all the stuff Kathleen Kennedy approved.
I don't know about all of it, but
About
Sure.
80% of it needs to go. I have not watched the Ahsoka TV series in full. I am just aware of certain writing choices that they made.
Alright, go ahead and grab the MacGuffins.
Ah, yes. MacGuffin.
Yep, they're all on your map. I'll play defense. Alright, put in another battery and then grab some more.
Where that let's see. Where did it go?
Are you not interested in the Star Wars Starfighter adaptation?
Is it an actual adaptation of the game? Or is it just
I mean-
called Star Wars Jedi Starfighter?
The main character from the game does look like Ryan Gosling, so.
We'll have to see if that movie ends up being good, but considering almost all of those Lucasfilm projects have been in development hell for like a decade, I don't have high hopes for them.
Yeah. I can see
Like,
why.
it's usually not a good sign when something is in development hell for that long. Like, you know, a year or two of delays, sure, fine. Like the actors got sick, or couldn't find the special effects team necessary.
You can't complete the
Oh
mission
no, we
now.
failed.
Boo.
I'm beginning to think that we're not well enough equipped for this.
No, we definitely are. I'm just not using Neja to play defense like I normally do. I don't quite know how to operate Mesa.
You are here to assist.
Go ahead and grab that
Over
tag.
the years, many expeditions
What
of
am I
both
grabbing?
Vermeer and
The
Corvus
blue
have tracked on Tennis.
waypoint on
Caches
your
of resources
mini-map.
left behind by
There's
the
like 3 of them
survivors
over here.
still dot the surface. See what you can find and bring back. Lloyd will show you where to look.
Scan logs have registered a substantial cache of lost resources in this area.
Time to make some new friends. Best brush your teeth. Wait, do you even have teeth? Maybe you could use a purifier. The cache might be covered up by squelchies.
There you go. I've got plenty of tags. Alright, grab your wings and we can head to the next objective. Or
No,
not.
I just got wrecked. Probably doesn't help that I reset my Valkyr's rank to 0.
Are you having difficulty taking down enemies?
Bigger ones, yeah. How high up I can go before the game says nuh-uh. Well, I think I found it.
It's not very high. What's my waypoint say in distance?
321 meters.
Okay. I'm at like 309. And I think I went like directly up, so I think it's probably about 300 or so meters of play space. Alright. I'm just outside the objective. Ready to pop out my wings once you get here.
When it's got juice, a purifier upsets the plants, and they stick their tongues out to taste what's different. Power it up, you'll see.
Power it up, you'll see, he says.
Keep the motile infested at bay while the purifier does its work.
Frankly, I just think that going forward, if I was the one in charge of Lucasfilm, I would just take the old expanded universe and slowly recanonize most of the stories in it.
Is that not what Dave Filoni's been doing? I mean,
No.
sure, there's adaptations to it.
He's been cherry picking very tiny parts of it, and that
Well, like-
Disney would allow him to get away with. But those cherry picked parts just. Now, this could have just been a Disney thing, like he was told by higher ups, you're not allowed to do X, Y, or Z with this character, or this plot thread needs to be changed so we can make it line up with the sequels.
Like
Generally
Operation
speaking.
Phoenix.
Yeah. But generally speaking, thus far, not a very good track record with bringing old EU stuff into the current canon. Also, I'm almost 100% certain he was the reason why they thought lightsabers as mood pistols was a good idea.
Lightsabers with what?
As mood rings was a good idea.
Oh.
Like, I'm sorry, by that logic, Anakin's lightsaber should not have been blue after the events of Attack of the Clones.
Yeah.
It at bare minimum, should have been purple like Mace's.
Isn't Mace Windu's lightsaber using a different technology?
That was the original canon explanation behind it being purple. Now it's just, well, you know, he treads between the light and the dark, which, you know, makes his crystal purple. Because he, like, partially bled it, but never let it go full red. God, I hate the concept of the bleeding crystal. It's dumb. Like, I get the idea of trying to make it add a more mystical explanation for, like, why all the Sith lightsabers are red, but, like, what was wrong with the old one of they make it synthetically?
It's not mystical at all.
Like, they make it synthetically, and they use the Force to shape the crystal and the amount of power that the crystal gives the lightsaber. There you go. It explains why they don't run into Jedi and how they stayed hidden.
Mission objective
It's like
now
the new explanation
unachievable.
means they have to go out of their way to find a Jedi Master,
Now we are just going
a
to have
Jedi
to
Knight,
start
Master, or Apprentice, and kill them, take their crystal, and lead it. And it's like, how exactly do you stay hidden when you're having to hunt down and kill another Force user for their crystal?
I mean, leopards stay hidden as they hunt.
I mean, eventually you would think, especially with how often Palpatine went through apprentices, both the ones we know about and the ones we didn't.
He also had control over Ilum.
I don't think he did. Pretty sure Ilum's location was kept secret by the Jedi.
After Order 66,
Like after Order 66, sure. Before Order 66, Ilum's location was a secret.
well, yeah, but
And
like,
he had zero control over it.
I think he had. Yeah, I'm talking about after Order 66, whenever he started making those predecessors.
Yeah. Like post Order 66, sure. Makes sense.
Because isn't that what Starkiller Base is? Ilum?
Yeah, that's another thing from canon that I want to get rid of.
Yeah, same here.
Like, why would you waste the time and resources to turn an entire planet into a Death Star shotgun?
Which warps space and time just so you can have a
Right.
cool
Which
shot.
one are we going to? Grandmother?
You should be able to go to Sun because what you grabbed. But I'm also going to hop into a Neja and
Grade tags?
yeah. Do I have a good last weapon. I honestly shouldn't be having so much difficulty anyways, but
None.
Okay, how do I gain the standing? Because when I went to trade tags, all I just saw were a bunch of balloon animals.
As the demons
oh sorry, capture
inside
Demo's
my
wildlife.
Mother's head.
You should have the Slivalupa tag and the Vizier Predicite, I believe.
I shall languish in weary solitude until
I don't see anything. It just took me to the tokens.
Yeah, the tokens. That's how you get the tokens by trading in the tags.
poor Kaylee thinks this family may
Like
yet
in order to get
future.
the
Not only is
investigate
there
predators or
hope,
predator
That'll
prey
kill.
dynamics token, which is just one sun token. You have to have 4 Slivalupa tags and 4 Vizier Predicite tags. And you got 3 of something. I wasn't looking at what it was. Am I coming through?
Yeah, I need one more Pharaoh Predicite tag in order to get the tokens.
Okay. So we can either do that, and we can also be or you know what? Have you been catching fish? Maybe we can get it.
Because we've been trying to do the bounty.
Yeah. All right. Well, now I got a Neja. I can put a halo onto the thing that we're trying to defend. Oh, I should probably actually go to Mother and ask for the bounty.
Yeah, no.
This moon requires a curious mind and a firm hand.
We.
Unsurprisingly, you are not our only guest. A stranded Corpus agent, Latrox Oon, has run into difficulties amid the Grey Strain. Latrox is useful at times. Kindly see if you can help him at all.
Wanted by infested, and my locator
No,
as well. It's been eaten.
Hey,
I'm in the
let me give you a
direst
halo.
need of assistance.
You know, I don't. I've got a carrier with me. Never bring this guy.
You maybe stumbled on some
There's
sort
going to
of
be...
nest. There's a lot more infested showing up.
Protect the immediate area from incursion.
I'm just hoping that, maybe they can reverse course on a lot of the stuff they've done to Star Wars,
The
but
first wave. More are coming.
I don't
it's
think
gonna
they're
take a
going
lot.
to. I think with Disney still. Here is a. What is this? It won't tell me. Come scan this. Or not. Yeah, scan it and pick it up.
Weakened Vizier Predicite.
Not what we're looking for, but it will help anyways.
Yeah, I know they dropped that trailer for the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, but that trailer left me feeling rather unimpressed. Like, it just looks like you made an extended episode of the TV show
I mean,
on the same budget as one episode of the TV show.
where is just defending the area? Interesting. There we go.
Breach your perimeter. You're almost to me. Don't stop now.
Hostiles eliminated. Utterly eliminated. The area is secure.
Before we can move on, or before we should move on, we should come destroy this stuff.
Locate me.
The Bohm residue.
I was near a purifier before I
Collect it.
was chased off. I remember that much.
There's more over here.
Look around there. Try to pick up my trail.
Here's another one.
Also, earlier this week, I finally watched Avatar 2: Way of Water.
Cool. I have seen it some years ago, and I have not seen Fire and Ash yet. So, what are your thoughts on Way of Water?
Better than the first movie.
You think so?
I think it did a better job of, like, keeping the plot engaging. Like, I could imagine myself rewatching the second movie, and not being like, huh, this was so much better in theaters. And I think part of it is just like I don't think it expected half of the audience to going to see the movie to have seen the first one.
Interesting.
And I say that because, like, it opens up like it's the first movie, in all honesty.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he goes over the plot of what happened before.
But that's
it's
like
but it's told
functionally
like,
set dressing.
huh?
That's functionally set dressing.
Yeah, he's more or less just going like, yeah, this is the current situation on the planet, and that is all it ends up being. No, I rather enjoyed the plot more because of. I think it's just because it felt more like a personal story.
But attach your wings and oops. Alright.
Alright. I already got the thing.
Sensory filaments. These are a rich source of biological data on the infestation.
Do I need to go to that waypoint?
Yeah. Go ahead and collect that and I'll do this. All that blue stuff's gonna be coming in real handy. The batteries.
I will say one flaw with the movie that I personally, and it's not even like a writing, like storytelling thing per se.
I do.
But you can tell that James Cameron originally conceptualized the entire Avatar franchise back in like the 70s. Because, like, you know how the first one was all about, like, oh, strip mining bad and, like, native way of life good?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one was like, whaling bad, guys.
Yeah.
You know, this thing that hasn't really been an issue in the Western Hemisphere for over a century.
Yeah. I will say I didn't really like Way of Water because it's like the repeated, oh no, the kid is missing. Let's investigate that. Okay, we found her. Alright, she's missing again. And that was kind of redundant. Them kind of like really making use of like beautiful animation, but not really telling much of a story. It's like, this is how the world is. Neat, but where's the plot?
I don't know. I thought it did a good job of both world building and telling Jake Sully's personal story. Also, I don't know what you mean by, like, it reused the, oh no, where's girl?
Oh, she
found girl.
Yeah, she goes missing 2 or 3 times in the movie. It's been a minute since I've seen it, but it's at least twice. Uh, where's the batteries? 'Cause can't
Now,
really.
they did use the kids getting kidnapped a couple of times, but like,
Yeah, but like,
but they used it once at the beginning of the movie as the inciting incident of, okay, this is why Jake and his family decide to flee from their home in the forest to go and live among the water people. And then the second time is, okay, it's the third act and we need to have some rising tension here.
I remember it being a little bit more grating, but again, it's been a minute since I've seen it.
Honestly,
Maybe-
to me, the only annoying part was them kind of repeating the whole Jake having to learn the way of life of the native peoples again.
Yeah, they did that once in each
Like-
movie, which is not great.
Like,
Do you have a
okay,
battery?
we get it. He's unfamiliar with... I haven't seen Fire and Ash.
No, a battery.
Battery?
I've-
No, I have not seen the battery.
There ain't no batteries.
Battery's not included.
No kidding.
Yeah, no. I think that was the only part that got me, was just them doing the whole... He has to, like, learn the way of life again. Like, I think we could have skipped over that little part.
Yeah.
Like showing his kids struggling to fit in with the fish people. Sure, that's fine.
Let's get bullied.
And then, you know, showing where space racism is alive and well multiple times throughout the movie.
Space racism coming to a theater near you.
Like, yeah, it's not just the humans. The blue people also hate each other. You're slightly
Where
different from us.
are the
therefore
mutalists?
We hate you.
I feel like he should have dropped a battery. Use power cells to activate purifier. I don't have any. They're not spawning.
Hey, we're gonna need 25 power cells to activate this heat shield.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Okay, I know. I had you collect like 20 power cells before just to do this. But we gotta move the goalpost further. You're gonna need 75 of them to power this heat shield.
I think it was 72 the second time around. But I actually low-key like the gatekeeping there, so it like incentivizes you to do whatever you want. You can
Like,
mix
it's
and
great
match.
yeah, it's great because it's a collectathon type platformer.
Yeah, but like,
On the other hand, it was a little weird that it's like, okay, wait, why do we need so many?
technically all of them are optional because of that, and I appreciate that. Like, find your own way there. You don't have a battery. You don't have a battery. I think we're glitched. Am I abandoning objective? Yeah.
Another Vizier Prototype.
I don't know. Should I let the timer tick down? There they are. I guess I had to leave or something.
If Mr. Scratchakin
Finally.
pays us a visit and plays too long, the purifier's gonna stop working.
Yeah, no, I personally really liked that about Jack and Daxter. I liked that it was open in its design. But sometimes it felt really deflating when you get to certain parts of the game and they basically tell you, oh yeah, you know that objective that you worked really hard to do the first time around? Yeah, we need to do double time.
Yeah, but if you, at the same time, if you get everything from the previous areas, you can eventually just skip a later one. Because, like, it doesn't... Like, the later ones could be optional. And you could just do the easier ones. If you wanted to.
I mean, now as an adult, when I replayed the game for the first time in over a decade, I found it was absurdly easy.
Yep.
Like, oh, I remember this game taking me like a solid week to get through. It only took me 3 hours.
I think I've done it in less than an hour. But Jack
Although
2
I was shooting for
keeps it
100%
difficulty.
at the time.
Oh yeah.
Never got 100%.
Never?
99.8%.
Were you
The last
missing
few
like
features for orbs?
they narrow it down to like where each of them are that you've maximized.
Yeah, I know. But when I look for
Each
them,
area.
I can't find them.
Alright, we need one more.
99.8% is good enough. I got the hidden power cell. I don't need any more.
The mission is no longer tenable.
I blame the mission getting glitched and us like losing 25% of the health while it was giving us any batteries.
I think this is the game's way of telling us you shall not pass.
We're passing. And I feel really bad because like this is like the easiest mission. And I've done like the level 5 stuff by myself before.
Over the years, many expeditions of both Grenier and Corpus have become trapped on Deimos. Caches of
Do you have a Halo?
resources left behind by the survivors
No, I do not.
still dot the surface. See what
Take
you
it.
can find and bring back. Lloyd will show you where to look.
Scan logs have registered a
Well,
substantial
Lloyd just
cache
kept
of
telling us
lost
to insert a
resources.
battery to
We
fix
call
it,
this
and
a
no
purifier.
batteries were available.
Once powered up, it establishes a harmonic with local fauna in
All
order to
right.
extract data.
Battery number 1, grab the thing.
Keep at bay while the purifier does its work.
Although, when I was watching Avatar 2, I kept making all the jokes. Because I was watching it with a group of friends.
They're just a bunch of Smurfs.
Like, the opening where they bring Colonel Courage back to life.
That was such a silly decision. I mean, I like them, but
The moment they revealed who it was like... I said, darn it, I told y'all to make me 10 feet tall and indestructible, not blue! And then, later when they revealed that, the super special chosen one,
You were not supposed
and how
to
she
mess
was
with her.
born, I made a very... It got laughs, but it also got me told off to go sit in the corner. Bad.
yeah. So, man, watching Avatar, wait, water. Have you? When's the last time you saw Shin Godzilla?
I'm wanting to say about 3 years ago when I bought it on DVD and watched it with Anthony.
But that's something else I recently enjoyed. Rip. I try and collect all these weeds. Okay. Well.
Are we supposed to collect them all in one go?
No, you're supposed to collect 20 across as few things as you want. So if you collect 5 each round, then you should only have to send out 4 pulses. Alright, so we just need to grab 6 more. Try and grab as many as you can. There we go.
A fine harvest indeed. The information received exceeds expectations.
How many have you been grabbing before?
As many as I could, so about 5 or 6 each time.
Okay, because we definitely did more than 4 pulses before.
Proximity alert. Multiple infested aggressors.
Oh well.
Secure the area to continue with cache reclamation mission.
Easy.
I don't know why I'm still bullet jumping.
I mean, you do need to bullet jump 150 times.
I already did that. That's why I'm saying I don't know why I'm still bullet jumping.
Please keep the established perimeter secure. Thank you.
Oh boy, I think you made them mad. There's a bunch more coming.
Is there something in there? Okay, whatever.
Yeah. Now, when Avatar 2 came out in theaters, I skipped it because I was like, eh. Now I kind of wish I had seen it in theaters.
Very... I think it's very proud of its visuals. Looks like Avatar 1 was, I guess. But, like,
I mean, the
hey...
first one was already visually impressive for its time.
Mm-hmm.
But once it went to the small screen, it was like, oh, yeah, this isn't as impressive when it's not in a theater. But I didn't get that vibe with the second one.
Get that.
Excellent work, Tenno. With the infested so comprehensively out of the picture, you should be clear to proceed.
Oh man, you made that look easy. They won't be back anytime soon. Oh, hey, there's a cache near here. Maybe it's the one we're looking for.
Cool. About time to wrap this up. Get those mother tokens we're looking for. Huh?
The infestation.
We got more of this blue stuff you need to get.
Interesting. There is a sporoidal barrier protecting the infestation.
Okay, I got this. That's gonna be fast.
Nothing. Maybe we can find another way to break it free. What's that connected to it?
Oh.
I have detected these tumors are maintaining a grip on the cache. You'll need to burst them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been doing a Darth Maul series. Like, I just don't see the appeal at this point.
Because, like, Darth Maul's cool, guys.
No, damn
Like,
it.
he was cool, but you already told his story.
That should be enough. Try and break open the box again.
Like, there's really not a lot left that you could go with here.
I mean, there is
he was in charge of a crime syndicate.
Now we shall see.
Yeah, we don't know how he got there. They set up quite
So quick, I reckon you saved more of the box contents.
just by being
Lloyd
Assist.
tells me you have a cache unlocked.
Yeah.
A decent enough
Just-
haul
Yeah,
for a
that's
virtue
that's not
of-
an explanation.
I'm
That's not a
sure what
story.
you'd do without these occasional
I mean,
windfalls.
sure, it'd
Story
be
was-
easy, but it doesn't mean
The story
know
was
how.
he found the guy who was in charge of the syndicate before, killed him, said, any other takers? They said, nope. And there you go. He's in charge.
Yeah, but you can still make that interesting. Also, who's that Jedi who's with them? Why is he not
Doesn't
killing
matter,
her?
because said Jedi will not be relevant to anything outside of the show.
Alright, so we
That
got
is
mother
the sad
tokens.
part.
Now we could start putting a hole in, or filling the hole in that bucket. Alright. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Not locking in.
And it's just
At
kinda
least the
funny to me
animation looks
'cause
better than Clone Wars or Bad Batch.
Yeah,
Marginally so.
it means they put
Or-
budget into it.
Yeah. Let's see, 24. Wow, why do we get 24 other tokens? Oh well. Now we can go to grandmother
I'll be
and then
right
trade
here,
tokens for
gathering
Intati
dust.
standing.
Yo. Let's get back to it.
Just go ahead and trade all of them.
Sure.
Goodbye, dear. I'll see what else I can unearth for you.
And after that, you can go buy a tranquilizer. Papa-do.
Wait, I think that only traded one.
Should at least 5. We did just get 24.
All right, I finally did it. I have acquired a tranquilizer gun.
Fantastic. That means now we can get wildlife and earn standing the easy way. And I don't need to stay as a ninja.
Now, how do I equip it?
It's gonna be in your gear wheel. In your arsenal.
All right. Cool.
What am I forgetting? What would you say your favorite, like, military-esque shooter is, regardless of how cartoony it might be.
Favorite military shooter?
Yeah. Cartoony or sci-fi.
I mean, personally, I just have a soft spot for Star Wars Battlefront 2.
What's your number 2? Because that's a very valid answer.
Like, I don't play first-person shooters all that often.
Could be third person. Could be more of a platformer.
I mean, shooters in general, really, but as far as military shooters go,
forgot to get rid of my melee.
I mean,
damn.
Like, are we talking strictly military, or like
Nope.
just generally speaking involves a lot of running and gunning?
Like, has multiple units of on one side, whether that be narratively or not.
Because I was about to say Tomb Raider, but like that one's not really like military.
Yeah, not any level of like cooperation there.
Unless you're on the multiplayer.
Oh, I was thinking of like
It does have a
original.
multiplayer. I've never played its multiplayer. It's sick. No, that's actually tough because I don't have a lot of like shooters that I play.
Battlefront 2 is a good enough answer. What do you like about Battlefront 2?
I think it's just the variety in the classes, and I kind of like the fact that, you know, outside of playing the online mode now on PC, where, you know, everybody has been playing the game for 20 plus years like absolute sweats, everyone's kind of on an even playing field. Because, like, in order to be a sniper, you have to really get good at being a sniper in-game. Whether that's just by virtue of getting good at aiming without an aiming reticule, or by camping. I prefer the former option. It's more satisfying when I'm not camping and I'm just running and gunning and taking people out with like one solid shot. But it's like, yeah, every class has like its advantage and disadvantage in a way that it gels with me. Like, ah, yes, the engineers carry around shotguns, which do a lot of damage per shot, but leave you vulnerable in between shots because it takes it a second for the cooldown timer to run out on it. Or like, you like playing elite units like the Jet Trooper? Yeah, try not to get shot, because they go down fast.
Go ahead and equip your wings and then your tranquilizer rifle, and then we should be able to hunt down stuff pretty quickly.
Alright, so what
Just
are we hunting?
Whatever shows up on the scope. As you shoulder the weapon, it should bring up a waypoint on your periphery of something nearby. Like over here. Why are you not falling down? Okay.
Why are you running?
Over here, I managed to tranquilize 2 Vizier Predicites. And back to the air with another tranquilizer rifle and see what else we can find.
Like I'm flying around and it'll tell me, oh, for
Yeah, there'll be like little...
distance to target, and I'm not seeing anything.
Be like, yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of things either, but there should be like a blinking yellow thing on your periphery. There's something over here.
Seeing a blinking anything. I just, oh, wait, I saw one. Yeah, no. And I think the other thing I'd really like about Star Wars Battlefront 2 was I liked the fact that it had a proper campaign and just the different modes of gameplay, like the Galactic Conquest and Capture the Flag, etc.
Yeah.
I think that was sorely lacking in EA's reboot.
Yeah, they were a lot more into like the spectacle of things. Don't get me wrong, the game looks great, but they didn't have like I feel like Battlefront 2 is like a RTS kind of repurposed into a first or third person shooter. That makes sense?
I mean, maybe? I
Just
mean,
like-
because the conquest mode with the capture the flag,
well, the
not capture the
conquest,
flag, but with command posts, it does feel like it's supposed to be RTS a little bit.
yeah.
But then, like, the main gameplay loop
is absolutely like a first or third person shooter, but like the objectives for the team being like split up the way that they are. Like, hey, you need to capture these command posts, or I was thinking about like maybe mixing those together.
Okay, that took way too long for me to find those.
Yeah, they usually... Oh, there's something.
Aha. What's your favorite obscure video game? Any genre?
That's such an interesting question because, like, what is obscure? For like a mass-produced published game, I'd probably say like that isn't like quote unquote indie. Would be War of the Monsters for the PS2, where it's like an arena fighter, but it doesn't take any like cues from any fighting game. And then it's really just like destroy the environment and take out your opponent at the same time. While if you are counting indie games, then I'd probably say Unsighted, which is very Dark Souls like cyberpunk pixel top-down Metroidvania. Which, similar to Jack and Daxter, has like a very open means of progression. They have like a suggestion of do this, this, and that, but and in this order. But you're welcome to do whatever, really, before getting to the final boss. And for the most obscure, I would probably say Chronotron, which is neither indie nor purchasable. It's just like a flash game and puzzle platformer where you have to functionally program a robot to do a set of tasks by playing the game as a 2D platformer. And then it records your inputs and apply those to a past version of yourself whenever you go back in time. So you might need to program the robot to walk forward 5 steps, step on a pressure plate, wait 5 seconds, and then go back. And then you can go be the next robot in the chain and like walk past the pressure plate, walk through the door that the pressure plate opens up, walk back through, and then rejoin with your past self in order to progress to the next level. And they do a magnificent job with time loops and everything like that. And at any time you would create a different environment that your past self can't handle, it creates a paradox. And it's like you have to redo the level.
Snake? Snake? Nay! You created a time paradox.
So yeah, I don't know. What's your favorite indie game that could be considered obscure?
Favorite indie game that could be considered obscure?
Yeah, certainly not Minecraft or Braid.
That's actually a tough one. I don't know how many games I own are actually indie games.
Oh, shoot. And I'll see if I can think of a publisher, because
I mean, I guess Gravity Rush, or not Gravity Rush, Gravity Circuit.
yeah, see, that works. I don't know how obscure that is, though.
It's not particularly obscure, which is why I hesitated to even say.
Yeah, but that definitely qualifies as indie.
Only thing I didn't like about it is just the fact that the enemies, or the bosses, when you defeat them, don't actually like drop special powers for you.
Don't they?
They don't. They these things require more than one. Oh no, he's down.
Well, I shot him like 3 times.
No, they drop their crest, but their crest doesn't like bestow you with any special abilities.
Oh. Do you have to like purchase? I don't know. It's been a minute
you just
since I
purchase
played it.
abilities. Yeah, you just purchase abilities from the merchants at the home base.
Are they unlocked? Once you defeat that
As you
specific
defeat
boss?
As you defeat the bosses, you get more, but there's no particular power-ups that are locked behind a specific boss.
Okay.
If that makes any sense. So, like, the one you would think you would get like, the one ability I used to beat the fast one, I can't remember what his name was. You would think that would be an ability you would unlock after beating him, but nope, it was available for purchase, like, before I even went on the mission.
Hey, give me just a second.
Flying critters. But otherwise, I think it was it's a perfectly adequate replacement for the Mega Man franchise, if the game devs go further with it. And, I mean, I guess I can understand the hesitation of, like, directly ripping the whole copying the boss's power, or stealing the boss's powers after beating them thing. Like, okay, don't want to get sued into the ground or whatever, but, like, you know, I feel like it could have been more rewarding for that. Because then it incentivizes, like, an actual, like, kind of like Mega Man, where you could... It's open... Or it's open enough in terms of its, like, the order in which you approach it, but, like, there's an optimal order. You know, like, in Mega Man X, technically it's more optimal for you to beat Chill Penguin first, so you can get the dash boots, and then, I think you do the, I can't remember what the fire elemental guy's name was in the first Mega Man X game. Then you do his level, because you now have his weakness. Plus, dashing makes getting through that level so much easier.
All right, I'm back.
So you didn't even hear that last little bit.
No, did you say something after I said I'll be right back?
Yeah. I didn't even notice you said I'll be right back.
Oh. Were you talking about Gravity Circuit? And
yeah, I was saying
its similarities to
I
Mega Man
appreciate it
X.
having the open, like, the open gameplay where you can choose to take on each of the levels in whatever order you want. But I feel like it would have been more rewarding if it had gone with the Mega Man X style weakness chain kind of thing, where you can choose to do it in any order, but there is the optimal order of, like, you do Chill Penguin stage, right?
Well,
Chill
like,
Penguin, you unlock dashing and the snow attack.
What's the point of an optimal order if it's not apparent? You have like 5 things chasing after you.
Yeah, I know I do. But yeah, with Gravity Circuit, that's my only complaint, is that you don't get any kind of special powers from the enemies when you defeat them. Like, you know, like, I would have appreciated that, because then it's like I could have discovered the optimal. Because they don't have names that indicate an optimal order.
I mean,
you know, it's not like Mega Man where it's like Chill Penguin, Flame Stag.
Well, I mean, who wins in Fire versus Ice, really?
Rock Scaravage.
I guess Rock is better than Ice, but I don't know.
Like it doesn't have like the very obvious obvious character names plus obvious like gimmick as far as like what they can do and what the weakest chain would be.
But do you?
But otherwise,
have-
I do like the Metroidvania aspect of like you purchase the upgrades and like it improves the player character's pre-existing moveset.
What? How'd that miss? I got more things down here. Septic cryptolexes? Cryptolex? Yeah, cryptolex. Whenever you get a chance to collect them. Ooh. Fun. What am I forgetting? Yeah, do you have anything more obscure than Gravity Circuit?
Not in the indie games front, but on the like this was actually mass produced and published by a company and put out on the PlayStation 2.
Sure.
Rebel Raiders Operation Nighthawk. The game that game shamelessly rips off Star Wars, and it is chef's kiss, the perfect like I don't want to call it a Star Fox clone because it's not identical to Star Fox.
Rebel Raiders, what now?
Operation Nighthawk. So, like, the premise of the game is it takes place in the not too distant future. Far enough into the future that, like, humanity has space colonies, right? But the space colonies part is completely irrelevant to the main plot because the whole game takes place on Earth. That's just used as set dressing to explain, like, how we can have flying aircraft carriers.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we're far enough into the future that we can build super advanced, like, anti-gravity tech for things like that. But the main premise is that, like, at some point, the UN finally, like, became an organization with actual, like, judicial
agency
power. And changed its acronym to the UWN, United World Nations, and became a totalitarian government.
I mean,
and now
with any sufficient level of power, you get a little bit of totalitarianism.
Well, we're talking full-blown Galactic Empire level of totalitarian. And as a result, a small group of independent nations break away from the UWN, forming the Alliance of Independent. I'm trying to remember if it was Independent States, I think is what they called themselves.
Confederacy.
It's been years since I actually, like, played the game. But anyway, when the plot begins, you're playing as a pilot who's, like, fresh out of the AIS
Academy.
You know, flying academy. You're certified for flying the F6E and the YV-27, which are both futuristic aircraft that one of them kind of resembles, like, modern naval aircraft.
Yeah.
And the other one kind of looks like if you took an X-Wing and an F-15 and put them together.
Yeah, I'm looking at screenshots and...
Yeah, like, so you know what I mean. Like, they're futuristic in their appearance, but they are very clearly inspired by real-world aircraft.
Like, well, what if an F-16 had, like, ion thrusters?
And basically, when I say it ends up ripping off Star Wars, like, the enemy develops a Death Star equivalent.
Oh no.
It's not like okay, it blows up planets or blows up entire, like, cities or something, but it very closely resembles the,
I mean, if you can't blow up a city, what's even the point?
the Uberhulk, or you know the ships the Confederates used in, Star Wars.
Yeah.
It looks like the
Invisible
Trade
Hand.
Federation ship. Except, like, slightly modified to look a little less, spherical.
Oh, the donut. Yeah.
Yeah. And they call it the Strato Fortress, and its whole thing is it's essentially what the name implies. Full blown. It has all the military infrastructure they could possibly need inside. State-of-the-art, like, turbo lasers that eat through shielding like it's nothing. And yeah, that's the halfway point of the game. The UWN completely wrecks the Rebel Alliance. So they're forced to find a new location to build a base at, and they're also forced to use the one destroyer they've captured from the UWN as a mobile base.
Do they go
And then the second
to
half
the
of the game
Arctic
is you having to
in the second half? In the second half, do they go to the Arctic, start making a new base? That'd be hilarious.
There is a mission that takes place in I don't think it's the Arctic per se, but it's definitely a very
Or
cold and
Antarctic.
snowy region.
Yeah. Because, like, following up destroying a space station to go to a snowy place to hide would be hilarious, but come see, come saw.
The second half of the game is them launching smaller scale harassment operations and eventually building up to them taking out the UWN's biggest stronghold, the Omega base. Which, that's a villainous name for a military facility if I ever heard one.
Bam.
Yeah, no, that one's probably my favorite. Just nobody talked about it. It's fallen to the wayside, probably because most people saw it as just a generic,
Flight sim.
Like
a
Star Fox clone type of game.
Is it
Which,
like an
not gonna lie,
arena?
it does have some.
Is it linear? Is it on rails, or is it linear like Rogue Squadron, or is it like an arena like Rogue Squadron?
It's more arena.
Okay.
I think there were a couple of missions where it's more linear, specifically like the ones where you fly around in the bomber, but even those are still pretty open.
Okay.
But there are a lot of mechanics in common with Star Fox as far as like the way you maneuver and do things. Like, yes, you have the brake, the medium brake, normal speed, medium speed, high speed, through a barrel roll.
I mean, Rogue Squadron did all that, but
well,
I mean, but what I mean by like on rails, like
I know what you mean. Like, Star Fox is straight up like you're flying down the linear pathway.
Yeah, and you get to pick what portion of the screen you want to be in, basically. Same for Kid Icarus or Sin and Punishment.
It sticks more to the all-range mode, arena-based.
Gotcha. Okay.
Flying.
It
is fun later in the game where you can, like, especially in the final level when you blow up the Omega base. Because in that one, it literally turns into the scene from Return of the Jedi, where Lando and the rest of Rogue Squadron have to fly out of the second Death Star before the explosion catches them.
Mm-hmm.
And the most fun thing to do is to test your skills at flying by going in at flying out of there at the highest possible speed and avoiding hitting anything along the way. You're not supposed to do that, but it's the most fun way to do that last little bit of the mission.
Naturally.
Especially when you get to the end, because like the camera angle suddenly shifts and you have to avoid crashing into the ground. Which doesn't blow you up instantly, but it does reduce your shields by a pretty decent portion. I also have to say I like the shields mechanic in-game for it.
How's that work?
So you start off with 100% shielding.
Uh-huh.
That is, the shielding is your HP, essentially. And as you take hits, you lose shielding. But as you destroy enemies, you recover shielding.
That doesn't make much logistical sense, but sure, fun gameplay.
In lore, I always assumed it was more or less like every time you take out an enemy. From a gameplay standpoint, that's just the gameplay loop, right? Incentivizing you to get good at taking down enemy aircraft.
Mm-hmm.
In lore, I just assume that it means that the shielding is regenerating on its own after, like, not taking direct hits.
I wouldn't really explain the vampiric nature. It could just be tied to a time mechanic. Oh, we got more ballista pods. I think you can ride on one of these things. Couldn't tell you how.
I wouldn't doubt it. They do look like they'd be rideable.
Self-attack.
That's my headcanon for it. It's just like it regenerates over time, but the game devs wanted you to prioritize shooting down enemy aircraft, so they made it so, like, yeah, if your HP is going down too low, shoot some enemies down. But being a coward.
Nah, let's make it a vampire mechanic. We've engineered vampires.
But yeah, in the halfway point, the mission where you have to defend, I'm trying to remember what they called the first base that they start you off in. But when you have to defend the rebel base from the enemy onslaught at the start of the second half of the game, the difficulty goes way the hell up because the enemy's shielding is so much higher than yours, and their guns do so much more damage to you than you do to them. You know, really trying to drill in the hopelessness of the situation they find themselves in that climactic halfway point.
Made it to adulthood. Can you believe the Grenier snapped the horns off these beautiful life forms? Appalling.
Oh, we got another ballista pod.
You mean invalid launch point? I am on flat ground.
Hopefully I didn't kill that. Where'd it go? Pod. Where'd it go? Here you are.
Yeah, no, I think
How about a flash game?
Flash game?
Very well done, Tenno.
Sure, there's a
X-Empire.
notable flash game. What's that?
It'll think itself in
X-Empire.
paradise.
X-Empire.
An adult.
Yes. It's literally Risk, but with a hexagonal gameplay board and a slightly different rule set that I never fully understood, but understood it well enough to be able to achieve victory. Like the premise, like I said, it's like Risk. You, the player, pick a color or a color army to use, and then the map is randomly generated each round or each game you play. And then from there, it's literally just annex as many cities and ports as you can and build up your military resources to overwhelm the enemy. I don't remember if it had a 2-player function on it or not, though.
You think you're ready to turn in and start doing some other missions? I think we got a good number of tags.
Let's head back.
Well, before you do, try and collect some of these vast residues that are orange. Woo. Hey, Loppany.
You got me a gift?
Did I?
I opened my inbox and there's a gift from you.
Oh. Fascinating.
Oh, look at you being a sugar daddy.
Somebody's gotta be.
The Jade Noble animation set?
Quick, Loppany.
Was there a message in there? I think. It said that I did the thing.
This is the thing that you wanted to do?
Yep.
What is, I'm grateful, thank you. We'll start there. But what is this for?
I just thought you'd enjoy putting that noble animation set on a Warframe, maybe.
Now I gotta go look and see what it looks like.
But Darkrai, you had a question?
Yeah, I was gonna ask your favorite obscure video game. Since that was the topic we were just on.
Is Ib obscure? Ib.
Ib?
I've never heard of it, so...
Yeah, Ib. IB. Her name is Ib, and the game is called Ib. You lose your parents in an art museum, and lose your parents so much as everyone in the museum disappears. And then you like run into this random guy. I think his name's Gary. I don't remember. And then you like, do you remember Gary? So everyone in the art museum disappears. And then one of the exhibits looks like it's like alive, yes. And it's like it's a water exhibit thing. So naturally you jump into it. And then you're in like the upside down art world now. And you have to try to like escape. Or find your parents. I don't remember if we're trying to find our parents or if we're just trying to escape or what. There's a twist somewhere in the middle that I won't spoil for the people who haven't played Ib yet, even though I think it came out in like the mid 2000s. It was that era of like Flash games where...
I think this is RPG Maker.
It was like that era where like everyone could make a game, and that's how you got that what's that one bedroom scary game where you get the like it's a secret. What is that game called?
That video is more famous than that game is.
It's not true.
I can't answer because I've never
on the wrong side of the internet.
Also, that the game you're talking about is on Switch and PS5, which is interesting.
Ib?
Yeah.
There's so many indie games that are on the Switch.
Yeah, but
The Switch has become like the place to put your indie games if you want to put it on console.
well, sure, the Vita was popular before that, but I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna find Chronotron on the Switch.
Okay. The difference is the Switch is actually a popular console, both at release and current year.
Oh yeah, but like,
whereas the Vita died in obscurity,
it didn't.
which sucks because the Vita's actually a solid game system.
Yeah, maybe I'm thinking of the PSP, but no, I think it was one of the two PlayStation handhelds. Had like a port of like every RPG made up until then. I'm pretty sure maybe it was PSP because that's where the Lions is.
So PSP had a lot
The game
of
is called
It's called what?
say the PSP had a lot of games, a lot of RPGs ported to
What's
it.
the name of the game?
Yumi Nikki.
Yumi Nikki.
Yes, it was that era of games. Yumi Nikki, Ib, The Witch's House, like
Yeah,
all those.
that's
Like anyone
all
could make a
RPG
game,
Maker.
so everyone made a horror game. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's that era of game.
The Witch's House MV is available on Steam.
No,
It was 2012.
Yes.
Father.
I mean, now people can still make their own RPGs, but like the odds of you being able to actually put it out there and make money off of it if it's an RPG Maker game are pretty low.
It was just like
Nowadays,
the golden
people look at it
era.
and go, "Oh, it's RPG Maker," and just scoff at it.
I don't know. It was just like the golden era of like now everyone can make a game and everyone had an idea, and so everyone was just like throwing shit at the wall. And you got a lot of good games out of it. There was this one game where you like wander around a house and you get chased by this big purple guy. Golden era of like crappy,
purple
like
guy.
nostalgic horror.
Certainly wasn't FNAF, was it? I kid. I know nothing of FNAF. But I do know that you are
Silver,
not.
I'm so surprised you don't know what I'm talking about. This was like you were on the rock. Where were you doing in 2012?
I know what you mean. I told you it's RPG Maker.
But why don't you know any of the games? You're not getting the references.
Because none of them were interesting to me. Because I didn't. Yeah, they're all obscure. They're all horror, and I was interested in like interesting mechanics more so than, oh no, the ghost story is scary. You thought it was normal, but it was actually a spooky story. Spooky art museum.
He was too busy trying to unlock the super gay sex ending in Metal Gear Solid.
Tell me about it. There's that.
Is that what you were doing in 2012?
2013.
Trying to 100% a game that was never meant to be 100%ed.
No, 2014. That's what I was doing in 2014. But like, I was playing Armor Mayhem. I was playing Chronotron. I was playing Fancy Pants. Games with like interesting mechanics to them.
Okay, so the RPG Maker games were interesting.
I'm not saying they weren't.
Depending on who the developer was for them, yeah.
But like
problem though with RPG Maker is some people use it as a crutch and just don't bother trying to do anything new or different with it.
Like if they get the basic scripting done and they just kind of do like basic if statements. Because like Undertale is basically that. It's super basic game development that tries to tell a story and like shows interesting visuals and has you roam around. Also in early 2000s, I was like first understanding most of the Nintendo back catalog with the Virtual Console. All right, so I'm leaving the Necrolist.
You were missing out, man.
Me in 2012, I was finally getting into emulators.
Oh, so late?
To be fair, I didn't discover what an emulator was or how it worked until I saw a friend of mine playing Fire Emblem on their laptop.
Yeah, I was figuring out how to play.
I was a senior in high school by that point.
I was playing all the Pokemon games.
And the only computer I had access to... The only computer I had steady access to at the time was a really crappy, like, I'm pretty sure it was built maybe in like 2001, 2002, somewhere around there. No internet connection, nothing. It was just a bare bones computer for doing bare bones computer stuff. So it's not like I had much time to experiment with trying to find ways of playing older games at the time.
Okay. So we're at like 2.5 hours.
Me in 2012, I was 12, and I was
doxing yourself,
discovering YouTube.
Oh goodness.
Oh yeah, spoiler alert, everyone.
Come on, like we haven't already doxed ourselves on this channel several times.
But
I was born in the latest of the 1900s.
It was the lore drop. So, do you... I think it might be a good time to wrap this up, and then we can start recording for next time.
The midweek video?
That's the idea. I haven't been putting those up because I keep running into issues, like I've been saying. But it looks like everything's ironed out. Everything should be able to record just fine. But yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah. I also need to start doing more streams and or recording videos. I'm not big on trying to edit things, so I'm primarily sticking to streaming. But I do need to do YouTube related stuff more often.
Yeah.
I do need to get back doing unfinished business. However, I don't know if I'm going to bother returning to Mario and Luigi Brothership.
No?
Because unfortunately, that game... It wasn't grabbing me as much as I expected it to.
Oh, have you played 1,000 Year Door?
Like, I don't expect a lot from a Mario and Luigi game, but with a title like Brothership, I was expecting a little more from the plot than what the game is giving me.
Like transforming into boats made of brothers. Nah, that's more.
I was just gonna say, like, having a plot that was centered on Mario and Luigi and their relationship to each other as brothers, but
nah.
But yeah,
we can get into Nintendo's lack of creativity.